the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel, as today I have a very interesting video here. I want to talk to you guys about WWE 2K20. Now the game is going to be coming out very, very soon. As I'm filming this on the 18th. Comes out here in a little bit under a week, I think. I think it comes out on the 22nd. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to this game. And apparently 2K haven't either, which I'll talk about in this video. I just wanted to talk maybe like a little bit more in depth about all this stuff, because now all these YouTubers and influencers with the 2K games, they've gotten their hands on it, and they've been doing all this like exclusive gameplay and stuff like that, and some of them have gotten to do interviews and stuff like that, and they've been able to get early views on the game and get early opinions on it, and all of them make the same thumbnail of them holding the game while looking at it very weirdly. I kind of wanted to give my thoughts on it all, because from seeing all this, there is good, and there is bad, and there is middle, and I have a final opinion on WWE 2K20, which I'll get to at the end. If you want to skip to the end and just get my opinion on it, that's fine. But if you want to hear more in depth about like kind of the stuff that I have to talk about WWE 2K20, then please stick around for this. But you know, when I first started covering all this stuff about WWE 2K20, I was very positive about it, because all the stuff that they had shown so far in the time that they actually decided to show stuff, it was actually all very good. I looked at all the like leaks and stuff. Like, we're getting a women's showcase mode. I was like, cool, that sounds fun. Ronda Rousey getting rescanned for the game, awesome. I think her new model looks great, a hell of a lot better than last year's. Tommaso Ciampa and Nikki Cross are back. That's awesome. You know how much I love the 2K Originals stuff, and they had just released like some stuff a while back, or earlier today, I think, even, about the rest of the 2K Original stuff. I saw Southpaw Regional Wrestling is going to be in there. There was like an Empress of Tomorrow one where it looked like all futuristic. That's cool. I like that stuff. I think it looks very, very cool. I kind of got a lot of the predictions on, like, I did a video of like top 10 NXT roster suggestions for WWE 2K20, and I think I actually got all of them right. I'm kind of going through the video. I might have gotten one wrong. I'm going through the video very quickly here. So I predicted Rhea Ripley, correct. Toni Storm, correct. Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, got those wrong, darn. Io Shirai, got that one right. Let's see, Mia Yim, got that one right. Matt Riddle, got that one right. Keith Lee, got that one right. Dijakovic, got that one wrong. Tommaso Ciampa, got that one right. So, all in all, got quite a few of them correct. So, I'm very happy that those superstars are in this year, along with ones that I didn't even think would be in this year. Mark Andrews and Trent Seven, which, if Mark Andrews is in the game, I wonder if his entrance comes with a skateboard, because if so, not only do we have that entrance for Mark Andrews, but if someone is nice enough to create something in Community Creations of Darby Allin from AEW, then we can have Darby Allin in his skateboard entrance, and then hopefully we can like break out as we're going down the skateboard. I'm getting ahead of myself. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff about WWE 2K20 that I could talk about, and overall, you know, like, I still have complaints about, like, the way that they did all their releasing stuff. Like, I know they had other games to promote, like the NBA games, and I think also Borderlands. Did 2K do Borderlands this year? I don't know. I don't know that much about gaming companies, but they just left all the promoting in like such a short span of time. Like, the roster reveal just happened like a couple of weeks ago. Normally the roster reveal comes out around like SummerSlam, and like at least the cover star gets announced like in May or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the heck has changed so much. There was some positivity when they announced, like, The Fiend is going to be in the game. It's a part of this whole 2K Originals Bump in the Night DLC thing. And I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome that they were able to get The Fiend in the game. And then I was seeing some screenshots that Sasha Banks has her blue hair. I was like, that's awesome, so those superstars won't be outdated. Except some superstars will be outdated. Namely, Bayley, who's a pretty big deal right now. She's going to be definitely outdated. The Raw and SmackDown stages are going to be outdated. What else do I want to talk about? Some influencers said that there was no Create a Championship in the game that they had played, and then 2K had to release a statement saying that they did not have time to create a championship in the game this year, which when I first heard that, it was very baffling. I was like, where was the time that you guys couldn't have... I mean, I'm saying this since I do not create games. I mainly just play them. I don't know how much work they put into all this other stuff, but something as mundane and always there, like Create a Championship, it's just crazy that something like that could just up and vanish. It's as simple as like seeing something like how Create a Finisher was just completely out of the game in 2K. What was it? 2K15. Create a Story was out. Like stuff like that. It was just so crazy. Create a Female Wrestler. It was so crazy seeing that stuff gone. And it's even crazier now considering like 2K has built up so much stuff in the game. And then this year we were thinking like 2K19, it was a good addition to the series, and then everyone was thinking like, well, if 2K19 was this good, that only means that 2K20 is going to be awesome. And then you hear stuff like this, and then it just gets you very bummed out. And not only that, like, people are saying, and I can agree with this because I saw some of the clips on Twitter, and I'm really hoping that this is just because those influencers and YouTubers played like an early build of the game. But some of the hair physics look horrible. I remember seeing like a clip of Bianca Belair's entrance, and you know, in 2K19, her entrance looked good with her hair, where she like spins it around. In the 2K20 clip that I saw, it looked like she was spinning her hair, and her hair was made out of a freaking pool noodle. I don't know what the heck they did with the hair. I'm really hoping that that's not what it looks like in the final build of the game, and if so, then... that's probably part of my last opinion. But, yeah, seeing stuff like that, it doesn't really get me excited for the game. Like I said before, I'm a big fan of the 2K original stuff. I know some people think it's stupid and a waste of time. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but also, I mean, this is professional wrestling. Like, we have a guy that friggin' runs, like, a Mr. Rogers show, and then when he's in the ring, he's wearing a fucking mask where he, like, listens to 2 gloves. Like, come on, if you're not on board with that stuff, then you might not know a lot about professional wrestling. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of the 2K original stuff. I am very bummed out that they did not... I did a video on this talking about all the stuff they did for Universe Mode, and I was reading something earlier where somebody had gotten an interview with one of the 2K devs, and they were saying basically that they didn't really work on Universe Mode this year at all. And it's crazy because I just don't get it. Like, Universe Mode is one of the big series of the game that people always play. Like, you can have your showcase modes, you can have the Towers mode, you can have the online mode that maybe 5 people will play if they have really good connection. But the Universe Mode is just a series that tons and tons and tons of people play. Not just YouTubers, just like people that buy the game. I'm sure tons and tons of people play that Universe Mode. And it's like one of the top threads in the forums every year when you talk about like feedback to the company. Like, what do you guys want to see change? It's usually always in the top 5 parts of the forums that people suggest changes for it the most. And then seeing pretty much nothing changed this year except for we get more match slots and another rivalry slot. That's pretty much it. And reading that they didn't really put much thought into it tells me that 2K didn't really pay attention this year to what the fans wanted. It was just about meeting a deadline, which even that deadline wasn't really the normal deadline, because if this was like 2K19's release, then I would already have the game in my hands right now playing it. They even pushed back the release date this year because of all the changes that they had to do, and you know, you had to push it back this much, and it still doesn't look that good. if you really had to make it a good game, if you really had to wait a little bit longer, I don't think the video game, like the WWE games community, would be that mad if you just like released it at the end of like November or the end of December, if it meant that all the stuff in the game would be right. Or better yet, just take a whole year off and just like release like a patch or something to like give us like Bray Wyatt as the Fiend and like the updated friggin' arenas for 2K19, and then come back next year with 2K21 and have that game be the awesome game that we should have, that 2K20 should have been or should be. It's just, they had a deadline to meet, and I mean, I think they know at this point, like, no matter what, there are going to be people that buy the game regardless of if it's good or not, because if they're content creators like me, then they need to have the game so they can create content and so that people will watch their channel and they'll get subscribers and they'll get money and all this stuff. And then for the people that don't decide to buy the game, or at least like wait till Black Friday, that's still money in their pockets. It's just a little bit less. And you know, it really sucks to think that way, and I try to keep more positive. And to be fair, they've tried stuff. You know, I saw some gameplay footage of this thing called like Brawl Mode, and it got me very excited. But then I started seeing more and more gameplay. I saw this clip of like, I think it was Delzinski put it up, or maybe it was Smack Talks. They did like a Brawl Mode match in like a boiler room. It was like Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy, and then there's like this giant furnace, and like he went to throw him into it, and nothing happened. Like, it's just, it looked like the Wyatt like the House of Horrors thing from 2K19, where like they gave us this awesome looking thing and they showed it off so much, and then it's just a shell. Like, it's just like a little backdrop of like a backstage brawling area where you can't really do much, and, you know, nothing's really interactive. You can just, like, throw them into the wall. They'll go, ow, I ran into a wall. Okay, on to the next thing. It's creative. It looks like they had an idea, but because they had to meet this deadline, they couldn't go completely full on with their idea. Like, I saw a staircase in that boiler room area, and immediately I thought, oh my god, we're going to be able to knock down our opponents, go over to the bottom of the staircase, click L1 or whatever, our character will run up the staircase to the very top, and then get ready to do a dive, and then we can dive off of that giant staircase. That's awesome. Or, when I first saw that furnace, I was like, dude, that's going to be like an OMG moment finish. Like, we're going to be able to throw somebody maybe into the furnace, shut it, and then we automatically win the match. Like, we can, well, I don't know if 2K would be able to get away with that. I mean, they have Bray Wyatt's freaking lantern in there. If you could have a severed head lantern in the game, I'm sure you're okay with having someone get caught on fire. Like, come on, we have blood as well. Speaking of which, blood was another thing that I saw. I mean, I don't really pay attention that much to blood in the WWE games, but, you know, this year it does look kind of weird. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Let me know in the comments. But, you know, I just saw so much creativity this year with that 2K original stuff. And then seeing this Brawl Mode, and then, like, the recolored backstage area. I actually like the recolored backstage area, giving it a little bit more pop, you know? It does kind of bum me out that they didn't really expand on anything. And it does kind of bum me out still, to this day, that maybe I missed something here, but from the gameplay that I saw of Backstage Brawls, that glass window in the park, I know it's a small thing for some people, but to me it's something very important. The glass window in the parking lot, I always thought would look awesome as an OMG moment, where you knock your opponent into the glass window, you get your OMG moment, you click it, and then you toss your opponent through the glass window. I just think that would be an awesome OMG moment, and I've been wanting it for like the past couple of years. Now, I'll get onto it here in a second. They did put something in there that I wanted, but I don't know, from the gameplay that I saw, I didn't see that anywhere, and it kind of bums me out. But they did put a move in the game that I've been wanting for years and years, and I'm happy that it's in. It's a small thing to some people, probably everybody, but to me it's something big. We got that reverse Frankensteiner off the top rope, like from Bayley versus Sasha Banks at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. I'm happy that move's in the game. Then again, it is a very small thing, but it's something that makes me happy nonetheless. It's probably going to be one of my main moves in the game. But, you know, all these, like, small things that make me happy, they do make me happy, and then I hear about all these, like, big things that just, like, pile up. It's like, you know, Universe Mode, like, one of my favorite series to do, didn't get any big changes. Create a Championship will be patched into the game after the game gets released. That just makes me mad. That just makes me very, very mad. And then hearing that the Bump in the Night DLC won't be available right at release, but it does mean that if you pre-ordered, then once that DLC comes out, you just get it for free. That kind of bums me out too, because they didn't really specify that, because I was really hoping that as soon as I get the game, I'd be able to play some Bump in the Night stuff, so now I have to wait for that. But, you know, it's just a lot of negative stuff stacked up against a lot of small positive stuff, and I just don't know. I really, really don't. I'm happy with, you know, having that new move in the game, happy to see all these cool NXT people in the game. I'm happy to see all this 2K original stuff in the game. It looks very fun, very creative, but all the big stuff that's wrong with the game, like the physics, like the look of it, the controllers, the controls have changed, apparently. Hopefully we're able to at least change those back, because I don't know, maybe I'll play with the new controller set for like a match or two, see how it feels. If I don't like it, then I'll try to figure out how to change it back. But, you know, that stuff, and then the big hit, the Universe Mode stuff, just not getting any big updates. It's just a lot of bad compared to very little good. And, you know, if you want my final opinion on it, if you guys haven't figured it out already, I'm going to buy 2K20, considering I've already pre-ordered it. And like I said earlier, content creators need the game so that way they can make content. And I said a while back that even if 2K20, maybe I said this on Twitter, maybe I didn't say it in a video, but even if 2K20 isn't like the best game, I still have ways of making it fun for myself. I love creating content. I love doing like the top 10 list stuff, or like the OMG moment stuff, or the Universe Mode series stuff. I like doing that. I like being creative in my own way. But it's for those people that like play the game just to play the game. At some point, they're going to say, screw this. I don't want to play this game anymore, because this game is garbage, and I don't want to play garbage. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Whereas, like, this may be it. Like, if 2K21 doesn't look good, then 2K20 might be the last game of the 2K series that I buy for quite a while. I just don't know. Like, it's just a lot of negative stuff stacked up against very little positive, you know? And I mean, I don't know. I really hope I'm wrong, and I really hope that 2K give us something to help us like the game. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, they started out so strong this year, and then it just seems to be going downhill. We get closer and closer to the game, and who knows? Maybe that has something to do with why Ukes left, but I don't know. 2K20 might be the last 2K game that I play on this channel if it doesn't get better next year, or if it doesn't look better next year. That may be it, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to dig into, and I know I probably didn't touch on all of it. I don't know. We'll have to figure out when 2K20 comes out. Like I said, I know I'm going to have some enjoyment out of it, but I don't know. Was there anything that you guys are excited for the game? Is there anything that you're bummed out about the game? Let me know in the comment section below. I know this video has gone on for quite a while. I don't really plan on editing a lot of it, which is why I didn't want to take breaks in between. That's all I got for you. Those are my thoughts, my final thoughts on WWE 2K20. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Click on your screen now to see more.